This talk is about a semi-structured interview called the Significant Other History. This interview complements the genogram and family constellation interview that we discussed last week. The first mention of the term significant other that I know of was by Harry Stack Sullivan, an American psychiatrist who lived in the first half of the 20th century. He developed a psychological theory based on interpersonal relationships, emphasizing a focus on interactional rather than intrapsychic factors in the understanding of the person. James McCulloch included a systematic inquiry into the significant other as a part of his cognitive behavioral analysis system of psychotherapy, CBASP. The interview we are learning today was developed by Ken Penberthy and 4 colleagues and was presented at the 2018 annual convention of the American Psychological Association. The first step in this interview is to request a list of 5 or 6 people who have played a major role and have had significant influence on the direction of the person's life, or who have shaped the person to be who they are. It is important to note that the influences may be either positive or negative. Now, stop this video and make a list of the 5 or 6 people who are significant others for you. Space them out around the page. You will be writing some information about each person. The next step is to go through the persons on the list in the order they were listed. If the person has produced a list of more than 6 people, ask them to select the 5 most influential persons. The first question to ask is, what was it like growing up or being around this person? After several memories or situations are recalled, the inquiry continues with one or more of the following inquiries. Tell me how this person has influenced you to be the kind of person you are now. Or, how has growing up with or around this person influenced the direction that your life has taken? What is that direction? Or, what kind of person are you now as a result of living around this person? How has this person left a stamp on you? What is that stamp? Now stop this video and write down your answer to these queries for each of the people you have on your list. The last step in this interview is interpretation, which is done in collaboration with the client. Go through each person on the list and work with the client to produce one sentence that summarizes the role this person has had in developing their personality. CBASP providers call this sentence causal theory conclusions. It could be the stamp or the legacy that the client feels the significant other has left on them, or some piece of what individual psychology calls the private logic or the private intelligence that the client has come to believe as a result of the interactions with this person. Here are some examples of private logic statements that were identified in significant other history interviews. Take a few minutes and formulate a private logic statement for each of your significant others.